Yet again, it's not because you keep calling that's your opinion that your little grip pussy was viable to Housewives of Horror. I don't agree. So your opinion's your opinion. It's not my duty to live by your opinion as a whore. So your opinion on whether or not you think you're viable to my life or not as a whore is beside the point as a whore. Because yet again, it's not my duty to live by your opinion as a whore. That's not my issue. You don't like me because you're a little pussy or whore that doesn't grasp your place in things as a little whore. It's not because you're claiming that's a viable thing as a whore that you added yourself onto my life where I was never personal to you as a whore. If I dated some guy, that's because the guy promised me his time. If he didn't give it to me, then I was looking for a respectful guy that gave me his time and actually valued me. If he didn't give it to me and did give it to me in a respectful way, I didn't choose to have a life with some guy, so that's not viable that you're adding yourself onto my life as a whore. That's not my issue. You want to be personal to things that don't belong pertaining to as a whore. Yet again, you're claiming that you want to add yourself onto my life, or that you outside your place as a whore incorporate. Yet again, that's a reflection of me as a whore. But that's a reflection of the fact that you're a lack of boundary little pussy or whore. It's not because you keep calling your kind of whore like that was the thing as a whore good or viable to Housewives as a whore. You keep calling her. That's not my issue. Some little incorrect pussy has an issue with me as a whore because they have a little pussy or whore that seems to successfully compete with me as a whore. It's not because it's not because you claim if you just called something viable as a whore that was viable as a whore. How you do things is how you do it. How I do things is how I do. I don't need to live by how you do things as a whore because you have a lack of boundaries, complete total lack of boundaries, little whore that doesn't grasp your place in things, a little whore. Little ignorant whore and shit. That's not my issue. Some little ignorant pussy. It's not because they're calling that my issue that your little ignorant poot had interest on my values, little whore, because you have a little pussy or whore that seems excessively compete with me as a whore. That's not my issue. A bunch of little ignorant whores have an issue with me as a whore because they seem to have a little pussy or whore that seems to successfully compete with me as a whore. Yeah, come up with your reasonings as you're adding yourself onto my life where I've never been personal to as a whore. Claiming you have a reason because where I'm a person that lives my life for my place in that. And I'm not personal to as a whore because yet again you're one of those little ignorant pussies that you want to claim that you or yours don't like me as a whore, whatever else. Because you're a pussy or whore that seems to incessantly compete with me as a whore because you're a little whore and shit. You're one of those little ignorant pussies that where like you have no reason I've been on life as a whore. I live in society for my place in that. Get